Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. We've been gone for a while. Life, family, church, business. As you guys know, we started a solar company in January, so we've been really putting a lot into that. But we're back working with the house now. One of the things we've been doing this week, working on the house, is we put in the metal for this gabled ceiling. The ones you see right here are just a catwalk for us to work on, but the shiny ones on the red iron will be for our new ceiling panels when it goes up. That way we can get our electrical run, and we're getting it all prepped to close this end in, so at both ends of the gable. So we're doing all of our last bit of metal work welding. We still have to put in some bracing here that goes in that is for to put the sheeting on both gables. And then this ceiling will be ready to pull all the electrical conduit. That's one of the things that Sharina and I have been going over today is electrical wiring layout for the ceilings, lighting. So now that we have our master plan, we can pull all of our lighting in here and get ready to put the ceiling panel up in here. That's pretty much what we got done on the ceiling here. That was a half a day project here. Okay guys, the last couple days we've been working on electrical. I'm actually standing in the dining room and the pantry area, coffee area, which is not closed in yet. But we've put all of our electrical boxes in, all of our electricity, cabling, Ethernet, and internet will come through underground. So this is still open because this is where our access is at. But as you can see, we put in our electrical boxes, got our conduit running up, and we installed cable tray in the building, in the attic of the house. This cable tray runs the full length of the house this way and over here to the bathroom wall in the kitchen. The reason we used cable way or cable tray, depends on where you're from, is organization of wires. It keeps our wires all in one area, very clean, very easy to management for tracing shorts or in the future. It also gives rodent protection because it's encased in something. And by code, your wiring should be encased. So we used the orange electrical PVC wire. Let's just take to 2 breaker boxes. The house will be what we call balance loaded, meaning we have 4 air conditioners, so there will be 2 air conditioners on breakers here, 2 air conditioners on breakers here, 2 main line feeds coming in all the way from Pinelco's power pole underneath ground from our meter, so that we can balance the load. And a balanced load just simply means we're putting similar to the same amount of amperage used in each breaker box, so that we get the best performance. 2, we don't overload the amps on wiring and the breakers boxes itself. We're using several different styles of junction boxes in this part. You see the white one up there, it's rather large, US standards, that's 10 by 10. And what we're using them for is major hubs. All the electrical wiring for the lighting, the ceiling fans, all those will come into these switches. So we made a major junction hub there. And so everything will spider web out off of there with flexible PVC conduit. And that way we're not working in such a restricted, confined space inside of a smaller junction box. And as we go into the living room and explain what we're doing there, I'll talk about the normal junction boxes and how we're using those. Now we're in the living room, and this is where we've done a bunch of work this week as well. Most of this week has been electrical. Literally design, layout, and preparation to start pulling wires. We've integrated new modern technology. I like a little technology, but one of the biggest complaints my wife and I have had over the years in every house we've lived in is TV wire organization, i.e. don't want to see the wires. So I ordered actual TV entertainment boxes that are recessed in the wall. Everything's inside, including a plug-in box. We bring all of our cabling, TV cable, satellite cable, along with Ethernet cable will all come into one box. The TV wires can run in here and it's all stowed behind the TV so that you don't have those wires out hanging down and in your road. So as you can see up above, we have one more of those white boxes because we have quite a few cables coming in here, and television and Ethernet is always something that you may work on in the future. So we wanted easy access to put in and remove. We didn't need 2-inch conduit coming in for our television, other than we are using satellite TV, and the cabling is larger for satellite TV. So we wanted a larger cable. And if it goes bad, we can remove it and replace it rather easily by going up through the access into the attic, opening up that box right there. We can feed wire in and out. Makes it much easier for us to replace or update as technologies and things change. If you look right up there, you'll see one of the orange standardized PVC junction boxes. This is a light switch in our daughter's bedroom. And so we're using those in a normal, everyday electrical situation, small applications. We don't have a bunch of wires. There's a ceiling fan and 2 light switches that goes in there. So it's a 3 switch in that box. So there'll be 3 pairs of wires or 6 wires running through there. Very easy to manage in that size of box. Not like it was in the kitchen where we're going to have multiple groups of wires coming into. So that's what portion that we've been doing here in the living room for the electrical. We're in the master bedroom, and yeah, we will have a TV in the bedroom. Its main purpose is the CCTV. And so once again, this is our junction box. I use the same type of box that we use for the TV. The TV will be mounted on a wall mount, and we'll pull all of our CTV. We will have hardwired CCTV cable, and we will have wireless. So I don't have to rely on one or the other, and I don't have to worry about interference in an electrical storm. We may lose because of wireless once in a while, but we will have hardwired. So this will have quite a few cables coming into it. There'll be another box down here. Our gentleman that does is going to assist us in doing our CCTV. He will be telling me the box that will be mounted here. He'll bring it with him next week so that we can prep for it to come into, and that's the power supply for the cameras that are hardwired. And there will be 6 or so of those that will be hardwired throughout the farm. And so that's where we're at here, and this is in the master bedroom. We've pulled some conduit boxes and things for air conditioners in the master bedroom, in Michiko's bedroom. We've put the boxes. Now we'll start taking the conduit and getting it over to those junction boxes, and then we'll pull wire. So next week, starting next week, this is Saturday, so it's kind of the end of the week for us. We're getting ready for our church services here at the farm. We will finish up putting in hard connections of tubing and start pulling wire. All of our plugins in the walls are all in conduit through the floor. So we will start pulling all those, setting boxes, getting all of our lighting roughed in, the spider conduit, what I call it, going to all the pin lights and stuff will all be roughed in, ready for the ceiling installation. This is, I would call the foyer, the entryway to the house. This wall will be a designer wall. I believe my wife wants to put stone on it. So, and there will be a closet here. We just haven't put the closet in yet. But this is also where the utility hub is at. This is the breaker side, the actual side. So that's what we've been doing here in this room, is doing the same thing as all the rest. Doing all the rough-in preparation for the electrical wiring that will start next week.
And also the reason why we put the closet on that side, it's to hide our breaker
boxes.
Our breaker boxes. And then the one reason also of the closet is for our like brooms and storage for everything that we need, or probably for our shoes and everything like that. So that's the reason for that, And this area here will be stone. The design for that there is intended to be stone. So when we come in from the main door, we can see the design over there on that wall. So we have food in here because we have our church service today. We partially do that here in our house because we're supposed to do that here. It's kind of so hot today. So there's a lot of things that need to be done. We still have that styrofoam. This is our living room. It's not that big, but for me it's okay. This is the hallway going to the kitchen, and this is the kitchen area. This is where the whole kitchen and the dining and toilet. Everyone, we also have an update for you guys. So this storage, we put a little bedroom here, or slash, what is it, my love?
Meat processing.
Meat processing. Meat processing. Just a processing for like bacon. Yeah, so that's why you can see there's a drainage here, but we don't have the tile yet. But we already painted here, and this one will be, I'm not sure, painted or it's gonna be like this. This one. That one, the brown one. And tile them and then door. And that's gonna be done. And we also have some update. A little update. My brother already made the railings here. See this? In our porch railings. Ayan. Daming kalat, hindi pa naayos. Namatay yung halaman namin. So this one will be removed. Yeah, that's our railings. And so the grass is so green. Yeah, my brother Marlo is here. And we also planted a bamboo, Chinese bamboo. So it's been, what, 3 weeks probably? We planted this bamboo. And I don't think it's alive already, I'm not sure. Yeah, looks good. So once this one will be bloom, looks good in here, greenery. Chico.